How big were early digital cameras? Have you ever wondered just how big early digital cameras were? Let's take a trip back to the late 1990s and early 2000s to find out. During this time, digital cameras were quite different from the sleek models we see today. They were generally bulkier and heavier, reflecting the technology of the era. In the year 2000, Canon introduced the HP Digital, which was a game changer. It was the smallest and lightest digital camera with an optical zoom lens in its 2-megapixel class. This model was compact, similar in size to its film-based predecessors. It showed that even as digital technology was emerging, there was a trend toward making cameras smaller. Most early digital cameras had charge-coupled device sensors ranging from 1.52 to megapixels. They were designed to be portable but still had to fit in all the necessary electronics and storage media. By the early 2000s, cameras became more common, offering resolutions typically between 2 and 4 megapixels for consumer point-and-shoot models. For example, the HP PhotoSmart 315, released in 2001, had a 2.1 megapixel sensor. It was a fixed-lens point-and-shoot camera that was relatively compact but still larger than many of the digital cameras we use today. Canon's PowerShot S series, launched around the same time, combined high image quality with a stylish design. The PowerShot S40 featured a 4-megapixel sensor and had a streamlined body with a sliding cover to protect the lens. Now, let's talk about digital single-lens reflex cameras. Canon's EOS D30, released in 2000, was larger and heavier than point-and-shoot models. However, it was considered light for its category at the time. It featured a 3.2-megapixel complementary metal oxide semiconductor sensor and aimed at serious photographers. Storage media also played a big role in the size of these cameras. Early models often used compact flash cards, which were larger than the secure digital cards we see today. For instance, the Kodak DC-265 from the late 1990s used compact flash cards and produced 1.5 megapixel images. This required more substantial internal components to handle data processing and storage. From a nostalgia standpoint, early digital cameras reminded us of those chunky, sometimes boxy devices that represented a leap from film cameras. They often had small liquid crystal display screens, limited battery life, and slower processing speeds compared to modern cameras. Despite their size and limitations, these cameras were exciting technological marvels, marking the shift from analog to digital photography. In terms of size, early digital cameras ranged from compact point-and-shoot models about the size of a small paperback book to larger digital single-lens reflex bodies that were still considered lightweight for professional use. Their size was influenced by the technology of the time, including sensor size and storage media. Overall, early digital cameras were noticeably bigger than many of today's ultra-compact models, but they reflected the rapid evolution of digital imaging technology during the early 2000s.